Hi, this is my video blog to summarize my Stukin simulation performance for Kent's Camera Castle for the Marketing 6315 class. The topics I'm going to cover in this video are the learning objectives, ad performance summary, email campaign performance summary, the overall summary, and future improvements. Learning objectives. So what I gained out of this was the application of digital marketing concepts learned through this class in a real world environment. I got to design ad campaigns. I got to pick keywords from a list of keywords with key performance metrics for each keyword. I got to develop email campaigns, and overall I was allowed to design my budget and allocate budget to various campaigns and keywords. The supplemental learning material that was provided by Stukin for each round of simulation were incredibly valuable because it brought to attention some of the best known methods to design effective ad campaigns and to design effective email campaigns. Jumping straight into my ad campaign performance. My ad campaign performance are measured by impressions and conversions. So the impressions trend is in the top right graph and the conversions trend is in the bottom right graph. You will notice that the ad impressions were higher than the class average for the first 3 rounds, and it dropped to the class average in rounds 4 and slightly below in round 5. That's primarily because I developed more of a focus on improving my ROI performance, and I dropped some ad campaigns that were not working out in in the first 3 rounds. What worked best in this space for ad campaigns was improving my keyword selection, going with a higher competitive keyword selection, improve the number of ad impressions, and also improve the amount of ad conversions, and also making sure that the keywords were not just present in the ads, but also present in the landing pages, help conversion rates. So overall, the first 3 rounds were good, and rounds 4 and 5 were more of an experiment to improve the ROI performance. Moving on to the email campaigns, the first thing that I noticed through performance metrics for the email campaign are that the email conversions were next to none for rounds 2, 3, and 5, and that's because no emails were sent out in those 3 rounds. So effectively, I only have data for rounds 1 and 4. The email conversion and CTR, which is the click-through rate, are very close to the class average for rounds 1 and 4. What worked best in the email campaign performance space was using simple email subject lines, so not getting too fancy with the emails, with the email subject lines, and also using content-rich emails. So the more content in the emails that describe the camera features, the better the performance. Here's my overall performance for both my email and ad campaign combined. The ROI graph on the right-hand side shows that it's higher than the class average overall. And some of the steps taken to improve the ROI performance in rounds 4 and 5 help stabilize the slight decline from rounds 2 and 3 and helped keep it over the class average. Actually widen the gap a little bit in rounds 4 and 5 from the class average. Again, the overall reach is dominated by the ad campaign performance. So the trend for reach for the overall performance is very similar to the ad campaign performance. It's higher than the class average and keeps rising, trending up for the first 3 rounds, and it dips in the final 2 rounds, primarily because I dropped keywords and dropped some ad campaigns to better improve the return on investment. Future improvements for the simulation exercise, I recommend adding or making additional landing page performance analytics available to the student. Layout performance would be helpful in realizing what works best for conversions from an ad page layout. Also, heat map analysis would be very helpful in designing better landing pages. Email performance analytics would also help. Subject line performance, what works best for certain cameras may not perform as well for other cameras. So subject line performance analytics would be very helpful. Content performance would be helpful as well, and the call to action performance would be helpful. Now, what was not known to me was how effective was free shipping versus a 25% discount call to action, or buy today versus free shipping this by the end of this week. That information would be incredibly helpful in designing more effective email ads. That was my summary video. Thank you for giving me a chance to share my simulation summary with you.